So the idea of a 500-mile day was not mine at all. Welcome to what I think is going to be a good idea. I didn't have any thought of going 500 miles. I did try doing the I-500 back in the day. I actually tried it twice, made it a combined 87 miles or something like that. A little over 50 the first year and blew my sled up 30 miles in on the second one. I haven't really been all over this 500-mile thing, but I literally had a gentleman reach out to me, or come to me at Heyday, Colin, and he goes, "Hey, you met my buddy Chad, bought a dirt bike from him. You know, we ride hard, we ride 300-400 mile days, and we just want to do a 500-mile day." And I went, "Hey, that sounds fun," is what I said.
Stop it. Get some help.
Not thinking about it too in depth. What a cool thing to do. It's kind of like almost like a marathon thing where you're like, you know, I don't think people enjoy the marathon when it's happening, but after you're like, heck yeah, we accomplished it. So I said, that would be awesome. What? Brody and I went up there and said, let's go 500 miles.
It's been 5 hours and Levi said he was going to be here at 1 or 2. It's 5 o'clock. Who's finally running? 5:30, he said 2.
I would have been here, but 4 hours. How far off am I? 4 hours. What time was I supposed to be here?
2.
I would have been right on. You take 4 hours off of 5:48, I would have been 10 minutes early.
I didn't know there was a scenic route to
I had
get
a
here.
meeting and a call that I didn't know I was supposed to have, or I knew I was supposed to have, but I didn't remember I was supposed to have it. And that's where my time went. You see all the girls running? Trying to get out of there before they tackle him. Going for 108. Oh, man, I should run some out on the ground just to get there. You know what we're going to be doing tomorrow, Brody?
What's that?
We're going to be riding 500
miles.
Most I've ever done. I feel like I went 170 miles. I think that's the most I've ever done. And I was like, wow, this is like a long ride. It's gonna be an experience, that's for sure.
So we leave here at 6 or whatever when we get.
Leave here at 6.
Yeah.
Be there at 6:15.
Yep.
Unload. Be riding at 6:30. That'd be our goal.
That'd be good, yeah. 6 in the morning, starting our journey, but we got a long day, so we got to get a good jump on it. You know what I mean?
Here we come, 500 miles, or whatever. I think that's how far we're going. And he's off.
We get going. He had us all lined out. We got gas stop here, we got gas stop here, we got gas stop here. And then to finish out, if we're like light on miles, this is how we're gonna just run back and forth a little bit to get to that 500-mile mark.
Doing good. We're just fueling up because there's gas to fuel up. Just went to the trestle in, topped her off, and now we're back at her. About 34 miles I think I've went so far. That's sweet looking. Holy crap.
Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's awesome.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. We're not very far yet, but we're getting closer. We're at about 80 miles or something like that. North Shore Trail. I've been here before. I think we're going up to Hungry Jack's now. Hey, made it to Hungry Jack's. Got some gas. Back on the move. Can't believe this is Minnesota. Wow.
How far are we so far?
160.
How's the journey?
I'm like 2 miles further because I had to turn around once. Somebody tossed her in the weeds. far, but we're almost to Canada. Means we're pretty far from home. Wow. Look at them beauties. Oof. Get out on the 26s. Woo! Okay, almost 210 there. Oh, sick. This is gonna be sweet. Holy buckets.
Chad and Colin had been, they know that North Shore like the back of their hand, so they did bring us into a couple different stops where we got to see some cool stuff, got to see some waterfalls, which were awesome. Went to a tower that scared the daylights out of us. It was like a tornado once you got about halfway up.
We did some dumb stuff, but this is pretty ridiculous. We did run the top of this tower. I don't know what tower it is, but as you can see, it's right here. It's been here a while. Holy smokes. That's a hike up to the top. Boy, you got a view.
No fires.
There are no fires. I think I'm gonna go back to ride. 2:40. We're at 2:40. 2 p.m. Only one Red Bull. Not bad. We got the dog sled race going on.
In my head, I thought this is gonna be great. We're gonna get up early, get a good jump on the day, 5, 6 o'clock, we'll be wheeling in just in time for dinner, and then, we can high five, have ourselves a steak or whatever for dinner, and hit the hot tub. That was the expectation. That was what I was thinking in my head. The reality of a 500-mile day on the North Shore, oh man, it's a lot bigger task than I had anticipated.
Seems like we've been in Grand Portage for a long time. I think we're doing circles around it. And we made it like halfway now. 250 miles. It seems like we rode a lot.
I literally, I couldn't believe it. We had been riding from 6:30 a.m. to 3:30 or to 3, and we were halfway. And I started doing the math. I'm like, we're like 9 hours into this, and we're halfway. What does that mean? And we hadn't ate lunch. We did our gas stops, and we had I had a Red Bull in that time frame, and a water. I'm going, wow, this is a marathon. This was a very grueling, long ride.
We got a lot of days left. We had a bite to eat at Grand Portage Casino, and we're almost exactly halfway, and I'm a little bit in a food coma. 3:41 right now, which means it's taken us a long time to get here. It could be like midnight or so. Jeepers.
The things that are going on with this 500-mile ride, we got a little issue. We're gonna get it resolved.
Mishap.
All right, we're back and running.
One emergency averted.
Hay is out of sled. Levi didn't have any tools in his toolkit.
I checked
He had a Leatherman.
every nook in my sled as long as I could to make sure I didn't have a knife. By the time I figured I didn't have it, they had it out already.
I don't want to get your hands dirty. Note to self, when studs, don't run over the hay.
An hour and a half, 2 hours in, and I'm like, oh, we probably logged 150 already. And I looked down, and we logged 70 miles. We went 70 miles, and I thought we were at 150. And then the next time I look, I'm like, oh, we gotta be well over 2 bills. I'm at 150. And every time I would look at that mile thing, we were significantly lower than I had hoped. And I'm going, this is not happening as fast. This is no microwave. You don't type in 500 and let it sit for a mile and it comes out cooked and ready to eat. The only thing that was cooked and ready to eat was me after about 250 miles. I was like, dude, I'm over it.
What do we got, Levi?
It's right there.
Holy moly.
It's about 3 times as far as I've ever gone.
Yeah.
You know what time it is though? That's the best part. It's like 9 at night. We started at 6 in the morning. At 6:30 is when we got on the trail.
How are you gonna feel in the morning?
I'm gonna feel pretty good. I need a little rest though, I think. I mean, I've been on Dynamix all day, man. That's why I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
We're making headway. We are very close though. 48 miles. 9:31 p.m. The other folks are wondering how everyone's feeling, and honestly, I feel pretty good. But I think I was cheating because I've been on the Dynamix the whole time. It kind of makes a long ride like this feel pretty good. We're almost there, 468. 32 more miles. Almost 10 p.m. 482. Almost there. Blowing snot bubbles a little bit now. You can do it! 9 more miles. Almost there.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We're at 492. We should be at 501 when we get back.
501. Okay. 498.4. We're almost there. Wow, these are some doubles. Holy smoly.
Good one. Nice job. Good work.
What do we got,
Good work,
Levi?
guys.
Well
Nice
done.
work.
Brody.
We did her.
There you go, guys.
Gosh.
That's a sweet one.
505.
That even has a good rhyme to it.
We frickin' did her, bud.
I've been blowing snot bubbles for about a half
Yeah.
hour.
You got a little slow. Boy, how are you doing?
I'm tired. Sleepy tired. The last little while, I was like really hanging on. It didn't matter where we were on the 500. An hour and a half in, I'm like, I bet you we're probably 1.25, 150. It's like 70. And I'm like, dude.
500 miles in a day. That was bucket list material. Yeah, no, to be able to go 500 miles in a day, check the box. We did it. It was way harder than I thought, which I'm glad it was, because it is a big accomplishment to be able to do that. So I'm glad that we were able to achieve it. That right afterwards, I was like, never doing that again. But it's been a week now. I'm already thinking about, gosh, I wonder, could we do 6? You know. So anyway, great one. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys got any other 500 milers out there, let me know who's done it and where. And you know, who knows? Maybe we'll do another one someday. But thank you guys. We'll talk to you later.